Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslekeir Gairleif, and today we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the world of the Coolidge effect. So buckle up and get ready to explore the intriguing depths of this biological phenomenon. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to crave novelty in their love lives? Well, it turns out there's a scientific explanation for this behavior, and it's called the Coolidge effect. First discovered in rats, the Coolidge effect is the observation that males exhibit renewed sexual interest when introduced to new receptive females. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Comparative and Physiological Psychology found that male rats would copulate with a new female almost immediately after being satiated with a previous one. This isn't just a quirk of rodent behavior, though. It's been observed across various species, from primates to birds, and even fish. But what's the evolutionary basis for this phenomenon? Well, it all comes down to maximizing reproductive success. By mating with multiple females, males can increase their chances of passing on their genes to the next generation. It's a strategy that promotes genetic diversity, which is crucial for the survival and adaptability of a species. Now, you might be thinking, that's all well and good for animals, but what about humans? While we can't directly extrapolate animal studies to human behavior, research suggests that the Coolidge effect may play a role in our mating strategies as well. A study published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior found that men showed increased sexual interest and arousal when presented with novel sexual stimuli, even if they were already in a committed relationship. This doesn't necessarily mean that humans are hardwired to be unfaithful, but it does highlight the powerful influence of novelty on our sexual desires. But the Coolidge effect isn't just about sex. It's deeply rooted in our brain chemistry. When a male encounters a new female, there's a surge of dopamine in the nucleus accumbens, the brain's reward center. This is the same region that lights up when we experience pleasurable activities like eating delicious food or winning a game. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that dopamine levels in the nucleus accumbens of male rats increased by up to 50% when they were exposed to a novel female. It's like the brain is saying, hey, this is exciting and worth pursuing. But here's the thing. The Coolidge effect isn't just a male phenomenon. While most research has focused on males, there's evidence to suggest that females also exhibit a preference for novelty in their mating choices. A study in the Journal of Evolutionary Biology found that female birds were more likely to engage in extra-pair copulations when paired with a new male compared to their established partner. So, what does this all mean for us humans, living in a society that values monogamy and long-term commitment? Well, it's important to recognize that we're not slaves to our biology. Just because we may have an innate attraction to novelty doesn't mean we can't choose to be faithful and dedicated partners. But understanding the Coolidge effect can give us valuable insights into our own behavior and desires. It can help us navigate the challenges of long-term relationships and find ways to keep the spark alive without necessarily seeking out new partners. For example, couples can try introducing novelty and excitement into their sexual routines, whether it's through exploring new fantasies, experimenting with different positions, or even just changing up the location of their intimate encounters. The key is to keep things fresh and engaging while still maintaining the emotional bond and commitment that defines a healthy relationship. Of course, the Coolidge effect isn't a one-size-fits-all explanation for human mating behavior. We're complex creatures, shaped by a multitude of biological, psychological, and social factors. But by understanding the role of novelty in our sexual desires, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the diversity and adaptability of life on this planet. From the lab rats to the birds and the primates, the Coolidge effect reminds us that we're all part of a grand evolutionary dance, driven by the fundamental urge to survive and reproduce. And while we humans may have developed more sophisticated ways of expressing our desires, at our core, we're not so different from our animal cousins. So the next time you find yourself craving something new and exciting in your love life, remember the Coolidge effect. Embrace the power of novelty, but don't let it consume you. After all, true happiness and fulfillment come from the depth and quality of our connections, not just the thrill of the chase. And that's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed our exploration of the Coolidge effect and gained some valuable insights along the way. Remember, understanding our biology is the first step towards mastering our destiny. So stay curious, keep learning, and never stop seeking out the wonders of the world around you. Until next time, this is Aslekeir Gairleif signing off.